I've always been a really creative person. I never saw myself having a 9 to 5. But it's really hard to have a steady salary and to have that security as an artist. And all I ever heard was job security, get your credentials so that you could have a certain salary and wake up to a job every day and not have to hustle. And I think I'm just going to give in. I mean, I think I'm just going to take the office job, take the big salary, and suck it up. Same salary, same boring work, but at least I'll have security.
I mean, the last few years has had its ups and downs, but I'm really proud that I'm having my own business and I'm doing what I want to do, what I love to do on my own. I don't have any boss to answer to. But I want to reach to the next level. But I'm not sure how to. I'm not too clear. I don't know who to ask. I mean, I could talk to one of those big men, but all of them is only a big boys club they have. I don't know how to reach the next level.
It's just my luck. I take evening classes, I save up, I did a business plan, a market survey. I start my little business. And then what happened? Economic downturn. I can't swim with the big sharks. What am I going to do?
Yes, welcome once again, Cousin Savannah. Here we are, and we're chatting about all sorts of things. As you've recognized by now, our little program that we just gave you, not a program, our little drama, our drama bit was about business. We're going to talk about business, but let's get into other people's business before we start. Let's other people's business. Last week, a young man, I don't know too much about him, but apparently Slap Shop was caught with some marijuana.
Yes.
2.4 grams. 2.4 grams. How much is that in terms of a spliff?
I don't know.
It's a spliff, you're correct.
What is a spliff?
A spliff?
It is a joint.
Okay.
Not that I know.
One serving of weed.
It's when you take the paper and they form one cigarette. And it's usually about that long, right? But if you go to Jamaica, a spliff is real big, man. Real big spliff. However, he was caught with how many grams? 4 grams. And whereas, in other cases, somebody caught with that may have at least spent the night in prison or been given some sort of fine, he was literally given a
slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist. Behave yourself.
Slap on the wrist for the slap shop man.
Well, he got a slap.
And the argument from the attorney was that he is an entertainer. And just for those who don't know him, his name is Dominic Elias, and he has the alias of Bobo Mother. And he has this character that is on YouTube that does voiceovers and Trini.
He's very, very popular on the internet.
Funny.
He has a lot of following. I think he's a wonderful actor, and I think he has a long way to go. Because he got into calypso, because he has a calypso now, a soca now.
So that was the reason why he got off so easily? Because he has so much potential?
The argument from the attorney was this is an entertainer. He doesn't have a visa, but he'll probably want to go away to make the country proud. And so if he has this blemish on his record, that may make it difficult or impossible, so please spare him. And he was spared. He was reprimanded. And the irony of it is, in the same newspaper last week, same day, there was reporting on a doctor from South Trinidad, and
Trinidad doctor.
Yes. Who was caught with 1.4 grams of weed.
So less.
That's less.
That's less
than an entire gram.
And what happened?
That is less.
He couldn't have made the big
A
split.
bit swift, man.
Well,
Yeah,
anyhow,
yeah,
he's
roll
out
on
on $50,000 bail.
Right.
But I understand, Cedron, that the reason he got charged with trafficking was
Yes.
because he was within the vicinity of a school. Apparently, if you're within a certain distance of a
Yeah.
school, the charge is much higher.
Even if it's 1.4 grams.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
this is what I want to throw out there because this is what people are talking about. It's because he's a Syrian and because he had money that he could get away with those kinds of things and get off with a slap on the wrist.
Not because he's an entertainer.
Well, I think what you're seeing on the comment threads online, there's more of a focus on the race issue, but then there are people questioning the whole entertainer argument as well. How do people...
That is a genuine argument. I mean, there are lots of, I know, performers out there. And you see, the thing about performers, I think they should really get a break where a certain amount of narcotics are involved. I think it should be decriminalized. It should not be held. And I really think that marijuana should be decriminalized, not lock up in a jail, because we have so much more harder offenses going on out
It's
there.
the little
But-
things, Penny, that you need to nip in the
No,
bud.
marijuana needs to be decriminalized, because we could go into a whole long conversation about marijuana here
They're
right
now
now.
saying it's medicinal,
But
and
it
also
is.
in many
It's
parts of the
always
world,
known it's medicinal.
in many parts of the world, they're in fact legalizing the
And
use of marijuana.
Yes,
decriminalizing
but
it,
the
you get a
fact
ticket,
is,
you know, you don't.
I think you're missing the
sit down in
point
a
here.
jail
The fact is
for
that that
years.
person knew that marijuana was illegal in this country,
Yeah.
and he was caught
Well,
with it,
I'm
and
not
he
saying that.
faced the brunt of the
I
law.
am not saying that. Don't knock
you
it on,
know,
because that is the law, right?
What you are saying,
the law.
Penny, and I think with entertainers, they do get away. Look at the United States of America, those who follow it. The story with Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton.
And they're doing real hard.
They're
right?
always caught with drugs, and they always get, you know, a little, you get in a month in jail, and one day later,
rehab.
they're walking out.
Okay, but this is my thing.
You're seeing the race issue.
I don't have an issue with him being let off. I think it is absurd for someone's whole life to go into a tailspin
Because of a
of
gram of
2.4 grams of anything. I think so. My concern is there has to be equity. There has to be, the appearance and the belief that I am going to be treated in the
Cedrian,
same way
It
as
is
Mr.
about a good
Elias.
lawyer, Cedrian. If Mr. Elias had a proper lawyer, a top-of-the-line
Obviously
lawyer,
he did.
he would get off. But the person, I don't know what kind of lawyer they had. I don't know if they fought the case properly. Some it's not necessarily about the judge, it's about the fight that the lawyer fight.
And remember, it was two different magistrates they came up in
Exactly,
front
two
of as
different
well.
magistrates.
So
Different
people have
opinions.
different
But
opinions.
in general, I think this is an issue in our judicial system, the disparity in sentences or in, the punishments
Yes,
that
I
people...
I
Did the
don't see
magistrate
this-
even consider all the children that would be looking at this man's videos
He told him now you
and
need to go and
influence he
set a good
has.
example.
So now he needs to do that.
Now he needs to
Well,
set a
but
good
yeah,
example.
Sometimes you
Good
have to
example,
sin
I'm
to
sure.
be forgiven.
Well, of course.
Okay.
But
what
I
a
know we
brutal
have to break,
statement
but I
that
just
is
want
made.
to say, it's like Ish and Steve. However much money you have and however much influence, you could buy a different kind of thing in the...
to say that it really is between the have and the have not.
Of
I don't
course.
really see it as a
Of course, if you have
race
money,
issue.
you can afford a real
But I
top-of-the-line
also,
lawyer.
Right.
I also agree that entertainers throughout the world get away with so much more.
Murder.
All right.
And they influence
I-
society so much.
Okay.
All right. When we come back, we have yet another wonderful issue to discuss. Old ladies. Well, I mean, it
Walk
wasn't
a
an old
mile and a
lady. She
half.
was 80 years old, and guess what she's
still a
doing?
lady.
Guess what
can't
she's
do this
doing?
show without
You want
going
to
to the
find out?
crutch.
Stay with us. You can't do